One is denying access out of spite. As a mother, my responsibility is to protect my child. Less than a week ago, my son was publicly disrespected from Blue, and I will never normalize that. You called both of us dumb on Plaque Boy Mac's stream, insinuating our kid is dumb. She's still running with it. Sister, just let it go. Then later, after that, you made a statement about his hair. Recently, I was invited to multiple events and I respectfully declined his invitation. Since then, there's been attempts to provoke a response, including public statements that are simply not true. I'm not interested in going back and forth online. My focus is raising my son in peace and love and protection. That will always come first. Then she started posting messages from what was a Instagram user. So when it just says Instagram user, that means that person's like blocked. Either parties could be blocked. They said, or she said, because this is on the person's side to type in.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When somebody show private messages, they panicking.
I am not diminishing you as a father, but I'm not going to pretend everything is okay when you've repeatedly disrespected our son publicly for clout. Because of that, I don't trust you around him right now. If you want to lie to the world and deny him because you're upset about the boundaries I put in place, that's your choice. But my responsibility is protecting our child and keeping him away from the circus. You lied before, you denied him before. It's nothing new. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not the man with the lie detector test. I don't have a DNA clinic. I don't work in healthcare. Okay, so if she's saying it's his, as a non-biased reporter, I've got to say, sure. He said, over, handshake. She said, nobody's running from you. I've simply put boundaries in place because of the way you treated me and our son. You keep making everything about you instead of acknowledging the harm that's been done. If I ask for time and space, respect that. I'm honestly still healing from the trauma of everything that's happened. The way you're choosing to act will only harm you in the long run, not us. Lying to hurt us will just hurt you. You dissed him in that song. You talked about his hair. I believe you hate him, honestly. She said, I'm scared of you. You're capable of really hurting us for real. I don't know what trap you gotta be. I can't see that word. Like there's a demon in you that hates us. Let's continue. Now, mind you, this is all from her story. She said, you are literally saying anything to make me feel like I'm wrong for putting boundaries after countless times of you disrespecting our son. I said I don't want to come Saturday because I can't and I won't go. You are an evil individual that doesn't deserve to be anywhere near our kid.
Now, remember when she gave his address up, bro? Is she always saying something just gonna miraculously happen to him?
Dissed him in a song and talked about his hair. Just leave us alone till you're a better person. Mark my words, you won't get the chance to hurt him again. So go be evil all by yourself. Love is an action, and your actions show you hate our kid. He said, oh, you don't got to worry about me bothering you or your son. That's all you. I don't want nothing to do with that reputation you guys have. I'm going to give you exactly what you asking for. So Blueface is indicating he's hands off. She said, Jonathan, you going up against God, not me. He going to give you exactly what you're dishing out. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't be messed with by any demon, honey. You got no power or authority. Be careful. He said, oh, yeah, you God now? Laughing emoji. Stop talking to me, Chrisean. And I think that she was about to write okay at the bottom. And then she said, I blocked you on iMessage so you harassed my Instagram. So it looks as though he's been trying to call her back and forth. And it looks like it was the middle of the night. She said, pray for Jonathan, which is Blueface's real name.
You going up against God. You hear her, bro? She be like underhand threatening motherfuckers, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I be catching it, bro. And a lot of people do too. Remember she said this, bro.
Blue, you're not gonna live a long time. Keep going against our kid, bro. You're not gonna live a long time. Bully.
You know what I'm saying? That shit sounded shady, bro. To say the least, you can't lie. And then a little smirk like, man, you ain't gonna make it, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So, but chill though. So after Blue come out, right? Say that ain't son, this, that, and the third. Ronnie's sister come out. And you know she came out before and said something, bro.
Please don't come over here trying to be a family therapist when it comes to me and my family business. But what you're not going to do is slander my brother or try to act like you want to use his name when you need a new trick in the motherfucking circus. We're not doing that. Pay attention to the narrative. Pay attention to what is true. If my brother couldn't get these people to come to terms with their own illness, only God is going to be able to do that. And we are not in a rush for it, okay? Sit back and watch the motherfucking show. Like I said, it's my life and your entertainment. And we don't need any extra pieces. Don't be tagging my mom. Don't be tagging me. We see it. We know what's going on. And God does too. So just pay attention to what's true. What time are you on? Period.
Somebody say, okay, Raven Simone. Yeah, they on Chrisean ass, bro. Somebody say the walls crumbling. We gonna get into a couple of these conspiratorial videos, right? And it's because, well, see, the question arises that, if Blueface ain't the father of this baby, right? And it's a so-called plot and this, that, and third. Who come up with the plot? Who took Ronnie out, bro? That's the question. You know what I'm talking about?
In spite of that DNA test we took on our TV show, yeah, we have proof. We know this is your kid, but...
A lie detector test determined that was a lie.
You think Ronnie would be chasing her all around from Baltimore if that wasn't his baby? Make it make sense, chat.
I had to make sure he wasn't on no birth certificate. I had to make sure I was more in control of the situation because the situation...
You are not the father.
It's not my business. It's not my place. I will not be speaking on behalf of that no longer. I can only talk about my own children. I don't talk about other people's kids.
Y'all think I'm mad about Blueface? Y'all think I'm mad about Chrisean? I don't care about no Blueface. Look at this face. Do you see this face? What is a Blueface? Look at this face, baby. Do you hear me? I'm not tripping about that. I'm trying to be a man and stand on business. I'm really him.
I'm crying out to God to help me with these hard times.
You hear Blueface, bro. Sound like he kept that shit in the back of his head. Like, why was Ronnie doing hella shit? We gonna get into that, bro.
Would have stopped making me feel less of a man for trying to establish paternity. Whether the paternity is in my favor, his favor, they favor, whoever favor. Once I establish the paternity without it having anything to do with Zeus, I can move on. Because I got my clarity. But right now, ain't no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. Until I see the paper saying that you are or you are not the father, I'm not going to chill. Junior, when I was at the Arundel Mills Mall, Junior was in that mall in a baby outfit, right? But Junior ain't had no blanket. Junior ain't had no coat. Junior ain't had no hoodie. Throw the shit outside. Junior's out there with nothing, man. He ain't got no blanket. He ain't got no heater. He ain't had no stroller. And it's concerning when people are keep excusing this baby boy's health with a messed up individual. People are sitting here making it seem like it's okay for the way that this girl is treating Junior. This girl dead wrong. She's not addressing this kid's health.
And we gonna get into that too, bro, because they feel like she been getting away with a lot. You know, especially pertaining to the baby. They like, why child services ain't stepped in? Somebody, you know?
She's not taking it serious. This girl had this baby with the intention of keeping the nigga. He around her family. They full of molesters, rapists. Your baby mother in the mall, she got your son. Boop, boop, boop. Pull up to the mall, walk around the mall a few times. Never seen her. I got a case going on of me trying to establish paternity. Trying to serve her these papers. She's evading these papers, which is why she called the police on me. I can't directly serve her. So I'm trying to have someone serve her. That was my attempt at the mall, which was blown out of proportion, which is all over the internet. So, She hit me. He like, yo, I see your baby mother. I see Junior. They in the mall. Hang up on him, go to the mall. Walk around the mall a few times, didn't run into her. It just so happens that I checked my Instagram DM. When I checked my Instagram DM, there's a text saying Subway Hanover, which is the subway inside of Rundle Mills Mall, which is where I found her. She basically talking to me from a third-party account. She makes fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. She makes fake pages, like, comment, share from fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. That's what she does. She knows how to work social media. So what she did...
And you know what? That do sound crazy, bro, but I know a lot of strange people, bro, in this industry or whatever you call it, yeah.
What she did at Subway, she sent me the DM saying like, yo, go live and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, the fuck? Why is a burner account telling me to go live, telling me Subway, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, somebody running a play on me. I know this Chrisean. Telling me to come to Subway. I know it's Chrisean. Telling me to go live and look for it. I know it's Chrisean. I go to Subway. Guess who I find? Chrisean. I found Chrisean. And guess who else I found? Junior.
Bro, that was her letting him see his baby, bro, before she take him out, allegedly, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing, but this shit, you know, it's deeper than what we think, bro.
Found Chrisean and Junior. And when I found Chrisean and Junior, I looked at them. Chrisean acted like she did not know me. In reverse. She acted like she did not know me. Ran into the storage room in Subway. Tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bunch of footlongs, Italian herb and cheese, wheat bread, flat bread, all that shit. She tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bro. But, man, she tried to hit me with the rack of bread, man. So, that's why I had my phone out, because it's he say, she say. So now it's your word versus my word. So fortunately, had that phone out, showed everything that happened. And if anybody goes to the video on my page, you can see when my arm, like when the camera shakes for a second, that's when I got hit by, you know, the rack of bread. So her friend Crystal was there. Crystal was holding Junior. Crystal walked from the back of the Subway, which is where like the cleaning and sink is and all this extra stuff. She walks to the registers and passes Junior over the register to the rest of their posse in an attempt to make it seem like, oh, I'm trying to grab him, like I'm trying to swab him, like I'm trying to do anything aggressive to Junior. I never attempted to grab Junior. I never attempted to touch Chrisean. I completely kept my composure and kept my hands to myself. Chrisean starts pulling the Uno reverse. I don't know you. I don't know you. Security. He's harassing me. He's harassing me. So, we behind the counter in
I wonder why he ain't showed up messages, though.
Subway. They putting cheesesteaks together, Italian cold cut, chicken bacon ranch. They putting shit together. Why are we back here? We don't got no business back here. We're loitering. We're trespassing. Let's dip. I'm the only logical thinking adult. So I say, you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with Subway. They trying to make footlongs and shit. If we ain't getting no footlongs, let's get up out of here. So we got up out of Subway. Okay, cool. We find the nearest entry exit point. Arundel Mills Mall, to the point now, is set up at every perimeter with security and police due to the rise of crime. So we go to the nearest exit entry and there's a security and police. She tells the police, he's harassing me, he's stalking me, he's harassing me, I don't know him, he's harassing me. So now I'm like, I'm appalled. I am like highly, and when I say highly, I mean highly disappointed. I watched this girl say she don't know me. I watched this girl say that I'm stalking her, harassing her. And I watched this girl talk to the pigs in my face all at once. Yes, I was devastated, disappointed, angry, frustrated.
You know, it's some strange shit, bro, to say the least. I'm trying to figure out, why would she send him the drop from an anonymous account, right? Then he show up and she's acting oblivious and acting weird like she don't know what's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they speculate, okay, she decided to, like, go with the blue face because she was in her emotions, bro. It's a bunch of conspiratorial shit. They like, oh, she was in her emotions. She ran off on Blueface and went and did that with Ronnie, got impregnated, this, that, and the third. Then, you know, but that wouldn't have been good for her and Blueface script. That's what they thinking. They like, oh, that would have messed up a lot of their opportunity. But you see, a lot of that shit didn't even go through anyway. They had a cool little show, but
like, she wants to be famous that bad that she's willing to disregard Junior's biological father to attach him to Blue in hopes of staying relevant, in hopes of staying famous. But what she lacks is an understanding that if she be a mother to the fullest extent, the fullest capacity, and she be Chrisean Rock like she's always been, she's going to be successful. She doesn't need Blueface to be Chrisean Rock. She's already Chrisean Rock, but she's such a diehard, loyal type of girl. I feel like she admires this guy so much for what he did for her career, as far as putting her on the next level, the next pedestal. She can't move over him. She can't move past him because she's a loyal type of person. She may not be loyal to you in a sense of, oh, I ain't gonna get his pussy up. But if you do something highly beneficial to her,
I think, bro, what I think is, I think she was listening to this at a point in time, right? And she started to believe it. You know, I think they clout, you know, it varies, this, that, and the third. Like, a lot of people wrote Blueface off. Before he got out, they thought, oh, you know, they thought it was over. He get out, he got all this clout and motion. Now everybody want to be in compliance.
Chrisean planned her labor.
I was in LA and I was having like these weird contractions. I kept pooping and peeing. Like I could tell my body was getting rid of everything that was there.
She didn't coincidentally go to Baltimore and her water broke.
My seat was wet, but I just thought like,
Your water broke.
Wow.
On the plane. How was that flight for you? If you felt like you could have possibly been in labor and then you flew for 6 hours.
Probably in labor in LA. My water broke when? A couple days ago.
He was there to do a concert and do this and do that. Chrisean flew to Baltimore.
Gloss was performing in Baltimore. And I was invited to come, you know. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna fly to Baltimore. But I didn't know. I was opening up a show with Glitter, and he found out I was in Baltimore. He trying to connect the dots. When originally I was really invited from Gloss.
She just went somewhere and had the baby.
Lori Farm family got the same last name as me, Malone. And the mom, she was like, she knew the best hospital, GMUC, something like that.
And I don't want nobody recognizing it. Be like, I don't need nobody taking pictures.
So Baltimore already had it figured out and already had my support system figured out.
Certain hospitals don't let you film because of their own rules.
What made you do the birth on live?
I was supposed to do pay-per-view with Zeus Network.
Prior, when she was on Baddies in Baltimore, she found a place prior that she could record this birth at.
Oh yeah, I'm filming my birth too. So I went to the hospital when I finally got to Baltimore. Like, you know, 3 centimeters dilated.
Strange shit going on. Somebody comment say, so she held the baby in for 3 days? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, bro, I'm going to say this, man. Rest in peace to Ronnie, right? Right? We going to have to stay tuned to these matters like his sister say. Feel me? Because it's some strange shit going on, bro. Seem like a Illuminati tug of war. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Or I don't know. I really am curious. I'm curious myself. Like, why would Blueface just all of a sudden say, yeah, man, little Ronnie ain't mine? Or, you know, why he decided to not go with her plan no more? Feel me? And then, you know, her antics, how she coming, like, you gonna listen, you gonna say this your son, and I'm gonna go over here for 3 weeks, and I'm gonna come back and visit you, and you gonna see your son on your terms, but you gonna say it's your son, and if not, you gonna be dead. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, bro.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Ay, I need that cheese like a grater, ho. Don't play me like no cent, cause I never Captain Saber, ho. Yeah, but you can fucking be my waiter, ho. Long as you get paper, ho, cause shit, that's what the paper's for. Y'all niggas chasing dough, but what we racing for? But we ain't racing, we just don't know how to make it slow. Know how to make it grow. Sell a bitch the game. You gotta charge a bitch hard, it just ain't the same. My young nigga, he insane, he'll yank your brain. You wanna sit up and complain, I want the finer things. I told that bitch to make it shake, they gon' make it rain. We get the money by the hundreds, cause it ain't a thing. You a funny nigga, huh? That's just how you was made. If she listen up to me, then we is getting paid. Nigga thinking he is pimping, you is getting played. All this faking going on, it's like we in charades. Say up.